Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to finish our projects when we crochet in the round. Ordinarily we'd probably be using a slip stitch, which is exactly what I've done here on this little bell that I made, and this is where I'll slip stitch into the first stitch of that round. It's not too bad, but as you can see, it's not really nice and neat. When you pull at the tail end and thread your needle and weave it in, it's looking a little bit better, but it's still a little bit chunky and uneven. So I'm going to show you what's called an invisible finish. So here is, I'm at the end of my other bell, and I've just made my last half double crochet. So where I would ordinarily go under the first stitch of that round and slip stitch, we're going to do what's called an invisible finish. So when you've finished your last stitch, leave about 15 centimeters of yarn and cut your yarn and pull through the tail end through the last stitch. Now you can either thread your needle or you can also do it with your hook if you're careful. What we're going to want to do now with this tail end, we're going to miss off the first stitch from our round and go from the front under the second stitch, under both strands of the second stitch from the front. So if you did yarn your needle, thread your needle, you'll be inserting it here. Because I didn't, I'm just going to pull it through with my hook. So I'm going to go through here. Now you pull your tail through, but don't tighten it too much just yet at this loop. Bring it together, but not too tight. And now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go through the middle of our last stitch that we just made. So this is the stitch with 2 bits of yarn. We're going to want to insert our needle or pull this yarn through the middle of the last stitch. So again, I've not got my needle threaded, but I'll pull it through with my hook. So if I go through the middle, pull it through, and again pull at this tail end. And as you can see, if you start tightening it very slowly, we have just created another V which looks just like the other stitches. So pull it carefully until it looks like all the other stitches, and there's our invisible finish. You will want to thread your needle now and just weave your end in, but as you can see, you wouldn't be able to tell really which stitch we've just created, and the end result is just a much cleaner, nicer finish to your project. I hope you found this useful. I'll see you in the next video.